Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Spartan. Another episode of 7 Days to Die. Get you up to speed on what I've been doing this past hour or so, couple hours, I guess, since our last recording. Went ahead and upgraded all the windows in here just to get my construction tools up to level 15. That way, I could put the points into this for workbench. Needed toolsmithing. I already had that, level 2. And I also put the 10 points, there's 10 for each, 10 points into concrete mixing. Had everything I needed there as well, except for science. So I had to put a few points in that. So I'm down to 5 points now, but I have the things that I need. I'm looking at the days and now believing I'm a little ways behind where I should be. I should be a little bit more progressed for where I'm at. Spent a lot of time out scavenging, looting, looking through, towns and whatnot. Probably should have been a bit more focused on building like I usually am and kind of exploring this new map. So I really need to get down to it through my chainsaw in here just for now. We're going to need to go get some more wood after we make this workbench and a cement mixer and go ahead and get that going. I know I could have probably just made the workbench or used the workbench across the street at the gas station down the road, wherever it may have been. But I'd like to have my own right here in the base so at nighttime, I can come over, combine things. I need to combine the compound bow first and foremost. I'm pretty sure I have the schematic for that. And start combining some other items to get the most out of my tools and whatnot. Need to get mining up. It's one thing I've not done a lot of. I've not done a lot of mining. But what I'm really looking at is I need to get on building a new base. A real base. And get out of this place. And we're going to be here for the 14-day horde. That's for sure. I'm certainly not going to have anything ready by the 14-day horde, but hopefully by I don't want to say the 21-day horde. I don't think it's going to happen by then either. But I need to at least get started on something. Maybe we could take the 21-day horde on here in this building. I don't know. Something else that I haven't had to do yet, I don't recall. Maybe I did it on experimental, but I don't recall doing it. Can I make a land claim block, place it down, and pick up my workbench and cement mixer in here? You have to tell me in the comment section below. I believe that I can, but I could not confirm nor deny that. I don't remember exactly how that works now. I know it's different than it used to be. But anyway, and we're doing okay for where we're at. We've certainly collected some good things. I was just sort of looking through all my chest here, some things that we have collected. The chainsaw being one of the most important to save us having to spend time cutting down trees. Looking at all the parts that I've collected here, the mechanicals and springs. I feel pretty good with that. Shovel. Probably need to take this. But I do need to think about getting a base started. I think where I'm going to go is going to be over towards that new town that we're in. I also need to check the mini bike for gas and see what I have there. Let's go ahead and just take this wood along with us. It's going to take all of our building tools with us right now. See if I can get this cement mixer ready and going. Something I could do with this little bit of extra wood I have. I don't like doing this so early in the game, but it would be nice to have a tiny bit of cement. We do have some stone. I can go get some more stone. Let's use this dual purpose here. Let's turn that on and get a tiny bit of cement going just to get us started. It is 3:39, so it is time for us to go out. I kind of want to hang out here. I believe if I'm looking at the workbench, I'm going to get experience for this cement mixer crafting. Don't know what category that falls under. If it falls under miscellaneous, then I don't really know if that even works anymore. If that's a valid thing now that I say it. I don't think it is, honestly. But we only have 16, 17 seconds, so we'll wait here anyway, just in case. But we had the 5 points for miscellaneous crafting. I could probably, if I haven't already, go ahead and give the points out to that now that I have 5. think it may actually increase to 2 points at the higher levels. The first few levels may be lower. Let's get this out on our belt so we can place it. Right there looks like as good a place as any. Let's look at those skills real quick. Miscellaneous crap. Okay, so we did 4 or 5. So I just need 2 points. And I need to be level 30. So level 30 is our next big jump. I just ate, so I shouldn't need to eat again for a little while. Say we almost could take some canned food along with us. I don't know if I should do that or not. Let's get our pickaxe on our belt. I'm going to use the steel pickaxe. Chainsaw, gas, check, check. Instead of the axe, I guess I can throw some of this stuff in my mini bike storage. I do believe I can upgrade this for the 14-day horde, and I'll be okay. I wasn't anywhere close to that spike. Still got me. This spike got me. All right. We did have a little bit of gas here. Let me take a look at the map. This is the direction we need to go. And I am looking at this nice little green forest biome area right here for a base. I'd love to go this way towards 00, get up on a mountain, and see if there's a town over here somewhere. I see water kind of borders this town where we're at. So I don't know how far that may go. I can see a little bit of blue right there. Looks like it might go all the way down through here somewhere. How much gas are we on? Pretty good on gas. At least our mini bike is not giving us a fit today. Doesn't look like it. At least yet it's not. Just wait. We're going to have some mini bike mishaps here before long, I'm sure. I'll probably drive it in a deep hole or something. It's going to happen. Right up here and take a look at this. Looks like water, water, water. A lot of boulders right here. A lot of boulders for picking. It'd be super nice if we could get ourselves... Well, that's kind of cool. Only 3 whacks on that to get that stone. I'm going to have to drink some beer if I'm going to do this. While we're close by, I might as well pick at a couple of these and drink that beer. Then we can drop this back off and throw it up in the forge. The iron and the stone. And that way I get myself a little bit of a head start on the cement. We're going to need it. We're going to need a lot of it, especially if we decide we're going to do a base for the 21-day horde and use that. It's going to be a bit overwhelming. Now, I could go back to my old fallback, the barbed wire, the ring barbed wire defense. That's always done me well. But I'd like to move away from that because we tried that on the server. And on Alpha 16, it works, but later in the game, it kind of becomes... It just doesn't work as well. You know, it doesn't... Against the ferals and the feral zombies and the cops, it just does not work as well as it did on Alpha 15. So, probably not going to be a valid build to carry us through to the end. Based on the amount of damage they do and what I have seen, I think we're probably better off. Now let's switch off from this for a moment to the iron pickaxe. Let's see what this is like. Probably about the same speed. Takes more hits from the pickaxe, the iron, than it does the steel. But it looks like it burns less stamina. No stamina at all, so stamina is not an issue. Think about this, swings about twice as fast as the iron does. And the iron does about twice the amount of, or the steel does, and the steel does about twice the amount of damage. So that should be good right now to hold us over. I'm going to take a look right after this boulder. And we're going to go boulder hunting at some point, but it would be a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, if I could get an auger, even just a low quality blade. Let's see what our level's looking like here. Character. Oh yeah, so just that little bit of picking and stuff, and we've boosted up quite a bit. Alright, let's run back up here to our house. That's what we'll call it. I don't want to call it a base, it's more of a house. And it did look like a lot of water back there going that way, so that's probably not going to be worth checking out right now. I mean, we have 2 towns, and there's a lot in the towns there. I'm sure, you know, we'll be okay if we settle back that way. Just kind of wanting to make sure that I'm not missing out. I tell you something cool we found on the server. Maybe I mentioned this yesterday's episode or day before. So we couldn't find a working stiff hardware. Finally, one of us found, TCG found the working stiff hardware superstores. Giants, massive place. And then last night or the night before, I believe it was Glimpse and Vamp found a superstore working stiff, and they found 2 more working stiff stores right next door to it. So the 3 working stiff stores all right together. It would be just marvelous if we could find something like that on here. Because a working stiffs, that's going to be where it's at for finding, you know, all the tools that we need to get. Now, day 10 was the respawn for the... Yeah, day 10 was the respawn for the guy, the trader guy. I don't know what time Trader Joel's opens up. But let's grab our coins. I hate to do this, but I think I'm just going to start carrying the coins around in the mini bike. It's probably a dangerous thing to do. We'll sell those off. We'll sell that off too. Don't need it. So we do have enough to make 2 shotgun turrets right here. And that's that's a beautiful thing right there. 2 shotgun turrets. Well, let's go over there to him. Well, actually just 1. That's a sawed off. We need a long barrel. But let's ride over there to him in just a moment. Maybe I can scout out some area. Because I don't want to just go plopping down a base. This is going to be a long, sustained let's play we're doing here. And we want to make sure that wherever we go for our first base is a satisfactory place. And some place that we're going to want to be for a decent time to come. Oh yeah, more coins. So I could ride over this way a little ways maybe. Looks like we started over here. Like right where the mini bike is aiming towards. We'll ride up onto the mountaintop and see if we can't find another city. Haven't been back to Shamway Food in a while. Need to go over there and check that out again. We've been good on food with the meat stew. You know, you only have to eat that like once a day. And I like that a lot. I like only having to eat once a day. That's a really, really nice feature they've added there. And of course you can add points to that as well for the perk, and you have to eat even less and you gain more from it. I have not given points to that on the server. I think I'm level 160, 165 or something like that on the server. Have not been able to have the spare points to give out to that. I've been saving that because I don't really mind. I don't mind. Meat stew, easy to come by. But I kind of prioritized a few things. Wanted to make sure I had Quality Joe and Bad Mechanics, you know, capped out early on. So there's a trader right there. 651, something tells me he doesn't open till 8. May be wrong about that. Town. So we have been up here before, I think, on this edge of the mountain. And I looked around for a town and didn't see one. I have plenty of gas, and this is a faster mini bike. So we could get around quickly and scout out some other place. I know it sounds a bit greedy, but neither one of the towns had a full-size working stiff. And if I could find that, my goodness, I'd probably get up and do a little dance right here. If I could get one of those working stiff hardwares on this map. Now, I'm sure there's one somewhere. I think I had to travel 9 kilometers on the server to get to one, but just to see what else is out there. If we can't quickly find another town somewhere to ride around, check out, I'm going to loop back, get back to the trader, and we'll go ahead and set up shop. Well, I say set up shop, really just kind of lay out an area between those 2 towns that we found that were close to each other. Let's just ride up the road here a little ways, see what we see what we can find. Will be nice finally to have a workbench and a cement mixer. I'm kind of behind on that. I noticed that when I sat down to record today, I realized, I said, wow, I'm behind where I should be for this point in the game. And loot has been good, so that's not holding me back, but just my progress in the game has been holding me back. Now, let me take a look at the map again. We've not been over there. What do you want to bet that there's a town over that hill right there? I know that's being optimistic. It really is. We're just going to shoot over there real fast and peek over the hill, and then we'll turn around and come back to the trader. Trying to stay positive here. I can go up to the mountaintop right up there as well and peek over that way and see what we can see. I see the 2 POIs up ahead, but that doesn't really mean anything. That doesn't mean that there's a town anywhere nearby. And one thing we could do, we could stop by the cars. I think I have found a... we could probably sell those tires to the trader as well. I think I have found an auger blade in a car. I could not confirm that either, but it seems like I have. Seems like I have found auger parts or blade or something in a car, so check those as well from time to time. That looks just like a barn over there. It doesn't look like a town. A barn. Let's go up to the mountaintop here, get up real high in the air. Oh, wait a minute. No. Just a mixture of POIs out there, but no town that I can see. Nice flat open area, I know that. Oh, this is dangerous out here. Ooh, dogs, mines. Let's go up to the peak of the mountain and cross our fingers here that we don't run over a landmine. That would not be good at this point in the game. What kind of building is that down there? It's a pretty large building. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, well, that's showing up, but pretty large building, and we're going to take a huge chance by riding through this biome. Oh, that is a city, or town. Please don't blow up, Grand Spartan. Let's just punch the gas, and that way if we do... Well, we're kind of hopping around, you know. What's the chances that we would land on a landmine? Oh, land on a bear. Oh my gosh. Zombie bear. Not happy with the Grand Spartan. Well, the town wasn't where I thought it would be, but hey, it's a town. Actually looks like more like a city. Watch, I'll get right to the edge of this biome and boom! No more mini bike, no more Grand Spartan. Get out of this biome. Get out of this yuckiness. Goodness. It's never going to end. Woo! We made it. Alright, taking a different route going back. That's for sure. That was a little scary. Alright, let's see. Well, there's a fire station, so we know there's maybe a working stiff crate in there. The Poopy Pants Daycare for Captain Morgan Freeman. A nice little plains biome city. Well, there's a big building right there. What is that? Ah, nothing. Restaurant. There's a vulture. Buzzard, whatever you want to call him. Yes, that's a vulture and not a buzzard, though. To be technical about it. Ride down to the end, and then we'll turn around and come back up the next street over. And see a store right there. It doesn't look like a working stiff store, but... Shotgun Messiah. You know, we could use one of those, too. There's a wolf. Wolfie the wolf. Hello, Wolfie the wolf. Bad time to run out of gas right now. Oh, that's the booby trap. Maybe we can stop by there and see old Pronto. Maybe old Crow. Well, I mean... Joey's used cars. Well, when we need engines, we need to scrap engines, we can come back here. Guess I could give these things a quick loot real fast. And every moment I do this, though, I'm wasting time. I'm getting behind on the horde days. That's something I'm usually pretty good about. But this playthrough, I've been really slacking as far as all that goes. I feel like I'm behind, a couple days behind where I should be. Yeah, we'll take the food just because we're out and about. I might actually need that to get us by. I'm not taking that brass right yet. We'll come back to this town, and I'll loot all this stuff later. Really just looking for auger parts at this point. Or auger blade, not auger parts. I think we have some auger parts. We just need the blade. And we could build ourselves one of those things. Okay, so nothing down this street. Let's cut back again. Boy, we go out of the plains right into the snow. Hurry Harry's. Oh, there's Wolfie the Wolf. Is he going to attack that zombie? Oh, no, he's going to turn and come for me. Oh, there's passing gas. 2 passing gas. All right. Wolfie the Wolf stopped. Yes, he did. Chainsaw blade. We have a decent chainsaw. Can combine those things now, though. That's kind of cool. We have the option, the ability to combine. Someone said that they were stacking up barrels and selling those to the vendor. I might do that at some point. Go ahead and rush up in here real quick. You know what? Let's take the pickaxe off and put the fire axe on, so we're not having to crank that chainsaw up every time I want to get through a door, or we'll take those into a crate or something. Sometimes there can be a working stiff crate behind a gas station. If not, there is definitely a gas pump behind almost all of them. Hello, Mr. Zombie. I'm sorry to bash you about the head and neck area, but I don't want you to eat my brains. I'm a little weary when I see a pot on the ground now. Those things can be bombs. The bomb, yo, it's the bomb. I think someone was telling me there may be a crate in the restroom. Any beer? Yep, beer. Sure we don't have any sleepers kind of creeping in here on us. Oh, there's a crate right there. Come on and be a working stiff crate. These things are at a premium right now. We need as many of these to cycle on and off as we can. Silly book. We don't need no stinking book. Have a bookstore for that. Alright, let's lots of gas barrels. Let's go across the street here to this gas station. Check it out. Just tick, tick, tick. Clock is ticking away. It's already 10:37 in the morning. I have done nothing but ride around. Joyriding. That's all I'm doing. It's just joyriding. Another nail gun. I wonder how much the vendor would give for something like that. $8.28? That's not bad. I mean, we're going there next, so as we'll take it. Go ahead and kill off old gal here. Stop her from following me. 13 shotgun shells. You know, I hate to leave those behind, but we're going to do that right now. We'll be pumping out a lot of shotgun shells here in the very near future. Oh. Don't you hit me. Nice, another level. They were trying to get up to level 30. Is that a... Get back down. Just go back to sleep. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, there's a pistol. You know how we had those pistols on Alpha 15? My goodness, I hope we don't run into that again. I am not a fan of pistols, and we got our fair share of those, and we're full. I need to go to the mini bike and dump some things off. Oh. Cannot eat. Tell you what, we're going to stick that in there. This thing will sell for big money. Yeah. Yeah, we'll eat some vitamins. Yeah, you can always go for a couple vitamins. I tell you what we're also going to do is we're going to top off our health with a bandage. I don't want to get caught with low health. And make the old switcheroo here. Oh, nice. Give us another one to throw on cycle. Let's take this guy out just so he's not beating on that working stiff crate or something. A little bit of experience as well. Jar honey. I'm sorry, Pronto. I'm going to have to leave your honey behind there. Iron on the ground. Alright, let's get some loot sorted in the mini bike. And ride around for just another moment over to where some of those larger buildings are located. And then we'll head back to the trader. See if we can stick the gas. Let's go ahead and refuel. And stick the gas barrels in there. And our tokens, I guess we can stick in there. Well, that's a lot of gas I'm putting in that mini bike. If we lose our mini bike and glitch out through the map or something, I'm going to probably be a bit upset. And there was a fire station up here too. I'd say while we're here, we hit the fire station, because that's almost a guaranteed working stiff automobile crate. And what kind of building is that? I'm not familiar with that building, I don't think. Maybe I get closer to it, I recognize it, but big store right here. Salon. The old salon. Maybe I can stop by and, well, they're not gonna cut my hair because I have none. Maybe give a little scalp massage or something. Well, we do have a pretty good bow. Don't you know? In case you take some zombies down. Pretty nice bow here to do it with. Alright, let's switch some things out. We need our axe back, and we need be able to get up in the air. Wave our arms like we just don't care. Come on, working stiff. No whammies, no whammies. Ah, whammies all the way. Might as well get the crates first, and then we'll look at the safes. I mean, they produced well for us last time we were in a fire station. I'll give them another chance. Like I said, I don't normally do that early game. I don't mess with those, but because we had such good fortune with them last time, we'll give them another go. Probably break out the old... There's Steve, working stiff. Auger parts. Nice. Nice. They're not the greatest auger parts in the world, but we can combine those with the other auger parts, or just hold on to them until we... Just in case, you know, just in case we, I don't know, lose our auger, or... You never know. You never know what might happen. It's still not quite stable, even though they say it's stable. So you never know. Check for zombies. So I have some pretty cool ideas for bases. And, oh, there's a shotgun right there. That's another shotgun turret for us. That's what that's going to turn out to be. But I don't know about this Let's Play. I don't know how I'm going to start out on here quite yet. I've not decided. On the server, we're very advanced, and I have tons of resources. You know, I could build whatever I wanted to build. But on here, starting out, I'm going to plan for the future. And I want to build a base that I know is going to be good for hordes to come. Just don't know what quite yet. Okay, well, but there we go. We could use that shotgun part, and we can sell this stuff off to the trader. All right, well, let's jump on the bike and ride out. We'll take a trip down to this end just to make sure we didn't miss anything. I know there's a lot of things up in here. Maybe we'll save that for a later episode. Feel like that's kind of a waste of time going into that particular building, especially considering that we could die. And I kind of wanted to check this building. There's another Cracker bookstore. Oh, that's a pretty nifty looking building right there. I like that. Looks like town hall or something. I don't know. But another Cracker book, so we knew there are at least a handful of working stuff crates in there. We've still not looted the entire Cracker book over in the town where we're going to build a city. Or, okay, I didn't say that right. Huh. In the town where we're going to build a base. Near the city. And, yeah. Stop by here and get this bag. Nothing. Alright, let me mark Mr. Trader. Well, we went a long way from the trader. Oh my gosh. Spartan. Good thing that wasn't a bear or a wolf. I heard the footsteps, but it was a little too late. Any more zombies? Are there any other takers? I'm trying to add a little waypoint here. We're going to call that Trader 1. And he is that way. Let's go to Trader 1. Oh, is there a better way to get back, though? That's the question. I really don't want to have to drive through that wasteland again. We took a chance. If I run over a landmine with 122 hit points, I'm done for. You know, my mini bike is going to go poof. Maybe we can stay on the outskirt right here. I think we would be able to. There's a deer. The deer have been safe here recently because we've been going around with an inventory full of stuff. In the very least today, I want to go scout out a spot, lay out some frames, get a dimension, at least in my mind. Give me something to think about until next episode about what I want to put there. We may as well go ahead and start out with like a, I don't know, maybe a 31 by 31 plot of land or something like that. You know, I don't really see a need to go underground anymore with the new mechanics in the game. I mean, it would still work if you did it, you know, a certain way. But the way the zombies are now, pillar designs, I don't care what you say. I've seen what happens to the pillars with the cop explosions. And you're just fighting an uphill battle there for the later hordes. It might work on day 42 horde and 35 and 56. But I'm telling you, when you get later game, you're going to have 6 or 8 cops, some of them feral radiated. When you cannot kill them before they explode. Not all of them. You might get one here, one there, but with all the other zombies as well, it's really hard. And the pillars do not block explosion damage now. So if you're standing anywhere close to that pit, I mean anywhere, it's going to kill you and destroy everything that's within range inside that pit. So I'm curious to see what some of those on the server are going to come up with. I know we have like some free fall designs that they're working on now and that sort of thing. But I like the funnel idea for Alpha 16. I like to funnel them into one central location, utilize the traps that they have given us, because I think that's I think that's the direction they wanted us to move towards. I think they wanted to say, okay, here are the traps that you can use. This is going to make it a lot easier for you if you use these. And so I'm going to probably lean that direction. Shotgun turrets and I get along well. I realize their potential. It's not hard to get ammo. Like right here, look at this. Lead, boom. Boulders, that's gunpowder. Sitting right there in a big chunk on the ground. Gunpowder all over the place. So the bookstore, hundreds, thousands of paper. Hundreds or even thousands in one run. Maybe you could get 1,000 paper or more at one of those big giant bookstores. So shotgun shells are easy to make. I can get my gunsmithing skill up so we can pump them out really fast. Maybe even have a couple different workbenches pumping those out. But the goal here would be to set up a design where I am safe from cops and where I could have turrets. And it may start out, I may, just to simplify things, do something like what I did on day 77 for that horde on the server. And I know you all have seen the Octashot. Now, it won't be an Octashot. I won't be able to have 8 shotguns, but maybe eventually. But we're going to start off and have 3 or 4 shotguns. And that's going to get us by the first difficult hordes until we can save up enough resources. Because as long as we have a base to go to that protects us from the hordes, we can feel free to go out, gather resources, do all that we need to do. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Oh, he actually hit me. Wow. Use a bandage. Oh, let's test this. Let's test this theory. Let's see if they can come in here. Because Vant was telling me that they could come in here. We're going to stand behind the door. Oh, he can. He can. Look at that. I notice a lot of times they do what she did. They run to the wall and they beat it and it makes that noise. My goodness. I'm going to have to use a first aid kit. Silly Spartan. I wasn't expecting that when I get off my bike at the trader. So they can come through the door. I've never, ever seen one come through the door before. That's the first time I've seen that, so it's new to me. First aid kits. Let's put our pickaxe in here. We'll put our wood up in here. Take that. You know what? Son of a gun, Spartan. See what all we have to sell to old Trader Joel. So I guess they could kind of come in here if you were inside this and maybe trap you in here with this dude. Seems like he'd have some sort of defense for that. So we want to sell. Sell. I'll give $41.80 for that. Look at that. I doesn't want any more pistols. I will take the parts for him, though. We could break that down. Gonna break it down. Let me do a sort here. We have plenty of money, though. Look at all that money we have. Auger schematic. I think we know it. We just need the parts. Let's look at all of his items here. Let's thumb through and see what he has. Okay, well, we type in auger. It's nothing. Shotgun. Those are so expensive. I mean, eventually, I'm looking for a long shotgun barrel. They have the receivers. It just doesn't have anything. We're going to need to find ourselves a new trader soon. That's going to benefit us by having multiple traders to go around. Well, I need shotgun parts, but I need, of course, I need the auger blade. How much does a point in that secret stash cost? That's what I need to know. Secret stash, secret stash. I've never given a point to that. Some on the server have and said that it really did benefit them by doing that. When did I miss it? There's treasure hunter. We don't never want that. Let's see. I know I'm looking right at it, ladies and gentlemen. It's late. It's really late. Probably. Secret stash. Ah, gosh. You know, I could give a point to that now. Should I do it? Oh, we're so early in the game. There's so many other more beneficial things, but I'll do it. Now, I wonder by doing that now, if I go back in, does it show more? Or do I have to wait for the next respawn cycle? Probably have to wait for the next respawn cycle to have better items in that secret. Wait a minute, no?
I thought you might.
Oh, my goodness, that point was worth it. Look at that auger blade. I didn't even look to see what else he had. I just bought it before he's like, oh, wait a minute, that's not for sale. Perfect. Electric fence post, you know, we'll worry about that later on. Well, hey, that's a huge find. You know what the Grand Spartan is about to do. Let's look at all of his items and make sure that it didn't somehow increase his overall items that he has available. I doubt that it did. Just his secret stash area is probably all that affects. Yeah.
Y'all come back now.
All right, well, I will, and I need to go back to the base eventually and take an antibiotic. But I would like to get this base laid out. The location of it, at least. And we'd have a long ride if we're going to do that today. My goodness, I wasted away the day going over to that town over there, and it really wasn't a lot there. I mean, another bookstore, that's always good. Now, we could ride during the night if we need to. Mini bike's good. Let's see if there's a faster route. Maybe we can go. There's not. Okay, so maybe we could just cut across here and go over the mountain. Over the mountain and through the woods. Well, that's great. You know, I was hoping
You are now a Spartan.
Or you know, find one at a vendor or trader. You know, I already had the parts, so it's good there. And we have engines. I'll go and scrap some more engines as well. Scrap some more cars to get engines to try to get another blue engine or something for it. Well, it's a little more efficient fuel-wise, but that's perfect. That's going to really speed up our game. I'll most likely only use it for boulders for a while to get as much iron and stone as I can get. Another thing I have to start concerning myself with now that I have that forge going, screamers. Screamers can get a bit difficult now. What I did on the server was I made a separate building for my forges away from my actual base build. I'm going the wrong way. Let's mark this. We'll mark it as base. Okay. I need to go that way. And that's helped me. I think Vamp had set up a shotgun turret at his base to defend against the screamers. But what I did was simple, and this will work for you. So, you're going to build a base somewhere. You want to have some forges kicking right there by it, right? Set yourself up a base. Now, you most likely want to at least make it out of concrete. They're not going to do much damage to it, but you put 2 rows of spikes around it, log spikes. I upgraded mine to scrap, the highest tier scrap. Didn't go to steel, didn't need to. I put those things out there, and the screamers walk right by where I am working and head straight for the forge room that I have built about 50 blocks, maybe 70 blocks away from my build site. So I can just run right over to it. It's close enough by, but it prevents those screamers from constantly bombarding me, because the later game it gets, I had a screamer spawn another screamer, and she was feral. And you know, multiple times now I've seen that happen, but And then they spawn, a horde, and it can get out of hand fast. And you don't want that when you're digging a hole, building your base. But the base that I just uploaded yesterday, the digit trimmer, was a play on fidget spinner. That base was the one that I used that forge room, and wow, it really worked well. I mean, they would literally walk like 30 blocks away from me while I was working, not pay me any attention, and head straight for that forge room and down the spikes. So they just stand there. They walk up to the edge of it. They don't hit it or anything. I don't remember seeing any scars on the outside of the building, but they down the spikes. Very cheap, efficient way. Screamers don't have a lot of hit points, so those spikes kill them quickly. And it's a very efficient way of handling the screamers and never having to deal with the hordes. Now this fire station, maybe we have time when we come back by to check that out. I'd like to check that out. But we need to find ourselves a shotgun store. That would be nice. Almost have enough shotgun parts now that we can make all of the shotgun turrets that we need early game. Ooh, military base, military base. Stay away from the military base, Spartan. I've had my dealings with that, and I do not want to deal with it anymore. Died on stream one night on the mini bike riding by a military base. Those mines, they scatter those things way out. Here's the bunker I was talking about yesterday. You can take over yourself. Kind of cool looking. It goes down into the ground away. I mean, it's neat. I don't personally prefer, those, but another military base right there. I know I get a bit jerky with the mouse looking all around. I'm just trying to scan with my eyes and see what I can see. So here it is. Here's where I wanted to go. Let's ride over to the road and get about center of the city and see what it looks like down here. If we could find a nice flat area, it would be preferred. And right here, we are in the center of the two towns. Yes, almost. A little bit more. Looks like that might be a flat area up here where I bookmark or place. Kind of always, it's all kind of going downhill, it seems, Maybe that's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but it sort of looks like it's going downhill a bit on a slope. Let's check that out for sure. Oh, it sort of is. See how the frame did that? It's above the ground, and now boom, it sinks down. So it's all on a grade. It's not much of a grade, but it's enough of one that it would kind of bother me when I'm building. How close are we to the place that I marked? It's over there. I mean, this is a nice open area right here. I like this. It will give us plenty of trees to cut down, plenty of boulders to take out. I wish the big boulders would produce the nitrate and coal. They just give you stone and iron. But right here, let's maybe look at this area for our next potential base. I have some clay right here we can dig as well. That's kind of cool. And 15, 16, 17. Tell you what, 25 is pretty large. That's a pretty large area. Take this boulder out of my way. I can see right now it's directly in the way. Get a few more resources. It's almost 2200. I need to get on this bike and ride. Of course, we're safe with this blue engine. We can ride right on through the zombies at night. Don't have to worry. So 2, 3, 4. Make a little sip of my goldenrod. 3, 4, 25 would be right where that boulder is. Now I feel like I'm being productive. When I'm laying out a base and I'm mining and all of that, I feel like I'm being productive. Feel like I've not wasted away the day. Frames. Wood frame. Didn't I make that a favorite at some point? Yes, I did. I could have just clicked on favorite. Oh, we don't have any wood. Son of a gun. All right, let's count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's 25 by 25 area right there. When we come back tomorrow, I'm going to bring the auger, some gas, the chainsaw, and some gas. We're going to clear this area. We're going to put up a storage chest over here somewhere. Now, this is not going to be our horde base for the 14-day horde. We're going to have to really make do with where we're at. And I think that I can enough to get us by the next couple hordes. 21-day horde, that'd be a bit tricky in that little house. I might have to expand the spike pit that's in the floor just a tad to make that work. But I think I could get by. That way we're not using too many resources on trying to defend from the horde. And we're not having to sacrifice whatever on this base over here and potentially have it get destroyed or ruined. You know, I can make the most out of that that building. Well, there's a biker back there, but it's getting a little too late for me to fool around with him. I like the new bikers, the loot they drop. They drop first aid kits. Think they have a chance to drop machete. Not sure what else, but it's a nice little town. I mean, the bookstore is going to most likely be our kind of makeshift place for supply crates. We have not gone up to that, what, 4th or 5th floor, whatever it was, to loot all the other crates. So don't know how many more working stiff crates we have in there. Plus, we can always go back to this town. I thought that was a bear. It's just a stump. All right, it's definitely getting late when a stump looks like a bear. My goodness. Graphics don't look that bad, you know, do they? I think I have it turned up pretty high today. But, yeah, I'll come back over here, get that cleared out, maybe even loot that building in town with all the working stiff crates as well. Something that did change in this alpha, right here. I don't think I can... Okay, that's coal. That's coal. I was thinking, something they changed in the snow biome. Used to have nitrate over here. They took that out and put in oil shale. So there's now oil shale over here above ground. I guess there's a little bit of coal here or there too. I was going to kind of show that off, but it blew up in my face. I was wrong. Yeah, I guess we'll take that stuff. Grand Spartan's not a hoarder, if you have not realized that yet. I don't, this is the most I've held on to items ever playing 7 Days to Die. But you know, someone commented on the video the other day, boy, this looks easy, you know, compared to Alpha 15. I can assure you, the hardest difficulty on Alpha 15 is like the easiest on Alpha 16. Early game, yeah, you know, it's easier. It really is. They kind of butter you up like, oh, yeah, just relax, kick back, and then bam. It just all of a sudden gets really difficult. Just one horde to the next, and you're like, whoa. I know we made it to day 70, and we're kind of cruising along, you know, it had shotgun turrets. We're like, ah, nothing's getting through 8 shotgun turrets. Yeah, our base was standing by a twig. Like, one more hit from a zombie and our entire base would have crashed down to the ground. And I quickly realized I spent the next several days on there scrapping that idea, changing it up, building it based on what I saw the AI, the zombies doing, and made it work. But, yeah, we were good. We were good by the 77-day horde. But my goodness, until that 70-day horde hit us, and really it's based around your game stages, you know, so if you die a lot, you're not progressing in levels as quickly, that sort of thing, you know, it's not going to be that bad. But as your level goes up and you don't die and you've been building, you've been getting a lot of levels, it's gonna get hard. So it is different in that aspect versus 15. That, yeah, sure, it starts out, it's a little easier. There aren't as many... well, I think the person commented that, you know, it used to be dogs and bees. Well, they still have the dogs, but they have vultures now that are much more lethal than the bees ever were. Because if they hit you, you're instantly infected, like almost 100% of the time. Also, there are wolves and dire wolves and crazy tanky bears on the game now. If you see a bear, just run. Like, don't try to kill the bear. Just go the other way. It's not going to work out well for you early game. They're just too powerful. That's just kind of how it is right now until you get better weapons, better armor. A bear is just a big no-no. The zombie bears are aggressive. They are much faster. You will not outrun them on foot. Grand Spartan learned that firsthand on stream. And they do a ton of block damage as well. So those things can be pretty ferocious. Unless you got yourself a leveled up sniper rifle and things like that, then don't poke the bear with a stick. Won't turn out very well for you. Alright, so we're back at home. It's perfect. That was like an hour episode because that worked out beautifully when we left and when we got back. I'll take the wood. We're going to leave our Duke coins in there. I don't see why we take those in with us. That's not going to benefit us inside the house. And anytime we go to the trader, it's going to be on the mini bike. So, but I really do have to start thinking about screamers coming over to this base because I have this forge running up here now. May need to do something about that. I definitely don't want them to start piling up over here. And okay, so starting to get a little bit of stone. And our iron didn't get a whole lot of that this time out. Cement. Beautiful. Well, I'm going to go and sort my inventory here. See what I have, what I don't have. And kind of figure out what I want to do. I'm going to make that auger. I'm going to take one of these engines in here. Whatever best quality, the 163 engine. And our auger parts. Where did I put those auger parts? They are in the mini bike. I had some auger parts there, but I also had some in the mini bike. I hope I didn't sell those to the vendor. Oh, no, they're in my inventory right here. Right here. Good deal. But I'm going to go through and sort everything out, see what I have. And then we'll come back tomorrow and, you know, hit it hard and try to get to building. I probably need to get something done to this base first just so the days don't creep up on me. And since it's such a big deal, oh, no, I don't have the things to do it. I was going to say I'd make the auger on the video here, but I don't have what I need to do that. I have to make the handlebars. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching again today, hanging out here with me. It's always a lot of fun. Have a good time sharing my adventures on the game with you. Hope you have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located, and I'll see you all tomorrow.